The game of bank dark patterns, how your money gets quietly cut. Have you ever noticed that when you open a bank app, everything looks so easy? Instant loan in 5 minutes, free insurance cover, zero cost EMI, pre-approved offer, just one click. But the moment you reach the final screen, something suddenly changes. A small tick box is already selected. A service gets added automatically. A hidden charge appears in the last step, and you're left wondering, when did this happen? Who approved it? And did I really give permission for this? This is the game of dark patterns. And now, the Reserve Bank of India has taken a strict stance on it. The question is, are banks really quietly taking advantage of you through such design tactics? Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman recently gave a clear message to banks to focus on their core business and avoid mis-selling insurance or other financial products. After this, RBI issued a draft titled Responsible Business Conduct Amendment Directions 2026. In this draft, there is specific mention of restricting misleading marketing, bundling of financial products, and especially dark patterns. By July 2026, banks will have to remove such patterns from their digital platforms that mislead customers. But what exactly is a dark pattern? According to the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, these are UI/UX design tricks that push a user to do something they normally would not want to do, such as taking an unwanted subscription, buying an extra product, sharing personal data, or accepting a hidden charge. It is psychological manipulation through a digital screen. The most common trick is basket sneaking. You may have seen that while applying for a credit card, during the process an insurance cover gets silently added. It is optional but default ticked. If you don't pay attention, you start unknowingly paying the premium. On the checkout screen, it says zero joining fee, but somewhere in the terms, maintenance fee, annual fee, or processing fee is hidden. Then comes bait and switch. In the advertisement, you are told no processing fee loan, but at the time of actual disbursement, some technical charge gets added. The interest rate you signed up for appears in the final document with a different structure. Floating condition, hidden clause, or limited 10-year benefit. Another trick is forced continuity. A free trial insurance or add-on service is given. You assume it is complimentary, but after 30 days, auto debit begins. Cancelling it becomes so difficult that you may have to visit a branch. The online cancel option is buried, but the subscribe button is bright and prominent. The Roach Motel pattern is also common. Opening an account takes 5 minutes. Closing it? Endless emails, KYC re-verification, written application, branch visit, cooling period. The exit door is hidden. The entry door is wide open. Hidden charges are perhaps the most painful part. A service charge written in small font during fund transfer. Account inactivity fee. SMS alert fee. Statement fee. Loan foreclosure penalty. The customer finds out only after the amount has been debited. Transparent disclosure before transaction completion is rare. One subtle pattern is confirm shaming. When you try to decline an offer, the screen shows a message like, "No, I don't want to save money," or "No, I prefer paying higher charges." Meaning guilt is induced for declining. Double negatives are used. Uncheck this if you do not wish to not receive updates. The confusion is deliberate. On online banking platforms, demanding extra personal data can also be part of the pattern. To continue, allow access to contacts, or share location for better service. In exchange for service access, unnecessary data is captured. User privacy gets gradually compromised. According to a local circle survey, many customers complained that charges get added at the final stage of the digital journey. The user has already invested time. Psychological commitment has already happened. At this stage, withdrawal becomes unlikely. Behavioral economics calls this the sunk cost fallacy. In the digital era, design psychology has become a powerful tool. Color, button placement, font size. Everything influences behavior. The subscribe button is green and big. The cancel option is gray and small. This is not coincidence. It is conversion optimization strategy. Now, why is RBI's draft important? Because banking is a trust-based industry. If customers feel that design is manipulating them, trust erosion begins. The draft guidelines say explicit consent will be necessary. Bundled products must be shown clearly separate. Default opt-in must be avoided. Marketing communication must be transparent. If we look at the global context, dark pattern regulation is being discussed in the European Union and the US as well. The US Federal Trade Commission has taken action against subscription traps and hidden fees. The EU's Digital Services Act proposes penalties for misleading design. So this is a global issue. In India, digital banking has grown rapidly. UPI, mobile wallets, instant loans. All are based on digital convenience. But with convenience, accountability is also necessary. If user autonomy is compromised, financial harm is real. Making account closure difficult is not just inconvenience, it is power imbalance. The customer feels trapped. Data opt-out feels like a maze. Many times, the opt-out link is intentionally obscure. RBI's move is proactive. The July 2026 timeline gives banks time to redesign systems. Compliance audit, UI review, consent architecture redesign. These will all be technical processes. But the core idea is simple. Customer choice must be clear and free. It is also true that not every hidden charge is malicious. There are regulatory or operational costs. But disclosure timing is critical. If a charge is transparently shown upfront, consent is valid. If a charge appears like a surprise on the last screen, that is the problem. Financial literacy is also an important factor. Customers should read terms, keep screenshots, activate SMS alerts, and review statements. But responsibility cannot be placed entirely on the customer. Design fairness is the institution's duty. RBI's draft uses the phrase responsible business conduct, meaning banking is not just profit maximization, but ethical interaction. Dark patterns may increase short-term revenue, but they reduce long-term trust. Imagine if every digital product followed clear consent and transparent charge structure. Disputes would reduce. Ombudsman complaints would decrease. Customer retention would be natural, not forced. Now the question is, will banks voluntarily change their culture or only due to fear of regulation? History shows regulation often comes after a trust crisis. Hopefully, proactive compliance will restore trust. The next time you open a bank app, pay attention. A default tick box, a hidden line item, a double negative, difficulty in cancellation. Every detail matters. In the digital world, fine print is the new battlefield. Dark pattern is not just a design issue, it is a power issue. Information asymmetry favors the bank. Regulation is an attempt to balance that gap. RBI's draft sends a clear message. The financial ecosystem must be customer-centric. Transparency is not optional, it must be mandatory. The July 2nd 026 deadline is a reminder that building digital trust is just as important as digital growth.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.